All right, so when it comes to DMT, right? I never really liked saying, "Hey, I'm the DMT expert" or "I'm whatever the fuck," right? Um, because I don't like adding ego into the thing that required me to shatter my ego just to enter the thing. So it's like I don't really like being like, "I'm the guy, not you," and blah, 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 and Mother Ayahuasca gave me. I hate that shit. I really do. I hate the whole fucking thing, bro. I just want to be me. Because, like, I traveled DMT space over 100 times before I even ever tried making a video. Right? Like, I didn't even know people made videos like, trip reports, all that didn't exist. I didn't do this for that. I did this because I got a weird calling from some molecule plant thing. And then here I am, 12 years later. Because, like, before I even made videos, I mastered how to let go, how to basically accept death, right? How to, like, completely just shatter into it, right? I didn't care about the human history or the fear. Like, when I did DMT for the first time, I didn't even know people were scared of it because I didn't really know. So, like, you were taught about the fear of DMT before you tried it. I guaranteed. I didn't have that. I didn't have the fear. I wasn't scared. So when I would tell people, yeah, I've done DMT hundreds of times, and I used to, there was days where I would just do it 3 times in a day, and, because the tolerance is only for an hour, so, like, I would just shatter into God and completely die and meet Mother Ayahuasca and these entities and then live a whole life as a light being and da-da-da. I'd have all these sayings, and people was like, bro, you're crazy. There's no way you've done DMT that much, because they had this weird fear about it. Like, oh, I didn't know to fear it, so I didn't. Like, imagine if you had no idea about the fear of it. You would just see for yourself. And that's what I did. I seen for myself that the fear of psychedelics comes from you not liking who you are, or you thinking that you're better than you actually are, and then the psychedelic shows you you're not as good of a man as you think you are. You're not as powerful as you think you are. At the time, I thought I was some gangster thug dude. Yeah, DMT shattered me, like, grabbed me by the throat, soul, like, you are not as powerful as you think you are. You're not even a thug. Like, what are you? Do you even know who you are? Like, so, like, when people say DMT doesn't work, ayahuasca doesn't work, mushrooms don't work, meditation doesn't work, truth is, they ran away when the work began. Like, psychedelics will play with you in the beginning because you're new. Like, so, yeah, you're gonna have some fun. You might see the colors. And then you do ayahuasca, and then she beats the shit out of you and shows you aren't a good man. Or you do the mushrooms. Like, for me, it was the mushroom. And I hated mushrooms originally. Right? I did DMT hundreds of times, right? And then my ass does a nice dose of mushrooms, right? I think it was my first eighth. And it kicked my ass. Even though I was able to handle being shattered across the universe with DMT. But you know why the mushroom kicked my ass? Because it showed me I was not this man. Right? I was not as good of a man as I thought I was. I was not as good of a father as I thought I was. I wasn't as good of a human as I thought I was. I was thinking I was smarter than I was. I was thinking I was better than I was. I was thinking I was... And the mushroom reminded me, you ain't shit, bro. Who the fuck do you think you are? Oh, you think you're powerful? The mushroom's like, flick. You're not powerful. You're not tough. Right? Then there was another time I took an eighth of mushrooms. And it was back when I was with my ex. And I was worried about her because, like, it was her first trip. Her first time with mushrooms. And the mushroom consciousness entity thing grabbed me and basically looked at me and was like, don't worry about it, man. I'm with your girl now. It was like some like, almost as if some fucking rich guy just took my girl and was like, I'm gone, bro. She's with me now. What you gonna do about it? Worry about yourself. If you were a better man, maybe you wouldn't have had this problem. That's what the mushroom did to me, bro. Basically, in a nutshell, it was like, well, I'm with your girl now, and I mean, hey, if you was a better man, maybe you wouldn't have this fucking problem. And it's like, well, the mushroom was kind of right. If I was this man, if I was the man I am today, I doubt that she would have ever left me, right? Not that I would ever go back, because that's not the point. That's not what the mushroom was trying to teach me. It's not teaching you to go back to the people that leave you. It's not teaching you. It's teaching you that maybe the problem is you, right? So, like, when it comes to psychedelics, shamanism, DMT, all of these things, right? DMT can give you access to the spirit world, but I can give you access to the fucking woods. Does that mean you're going to survive in the woods? No. You give me access to the woods, I'll survive in the woods. You give me access to DMT space, I thrive inside of it. I learn it. I learn how to maneuver inside of it, right? I learned that, yeah, I'm not as good of a man as I think I am, and I need to work on that before I go back into that world. So that's what I did, and that's what I do, right? Like, so like, yeah, you're like, yeah, maybe you want to leave society. Bro, you're such a reliant, domesticated human that you are so talking shit about the Matrix, right? All these people, they talk shit about the Matrix. They're like, fuck society. You couldn't survive in the woods without society. What are you talking about? You're talking about fuck the Matrix. So it's like people be like, you know, psychedelics, they're maybe because the fun was over, bro. You was trying to trip balls and see colors. You want to trip balls and see colors? Take some LSD. Right? You want to become a better man, a better soul, a better father, a better husband? The mushrooms, ayahuasca, DMT, they might be able to help, but it might not be the help that you want. Because think about it. If you're already not the father you want to be, or you're already not the man you want to be, then obviously everything you're already doing, all the things you want to do are the reason why your shit's fucked up. So if the mushroom's really going to give you a better life, it's going to show you that, well, you're the problem. Stop thinking the way you do. Why do you think about depression? People be like, oh, I'm depressed. Well, just because you're like, oh, I'm depressed, life isn't how it used to be. Bro, you're alive. You could plan your future right now with your girl, with your mom, with your daughter, with your family, with your friends. You could start a business tomorrow and you could think about it for the rest of this year until next year. You start to create that business into reality. You could say, hey, I'm not as good of a man as I want to be. I'm not as strong. I'm not as healthy. I'm not healed. My mental health is fucked up. Well, then you could spend your energy fixing that problem. And then come back to life. Don't come back to making a video until you fix the problem, right? You got people that will complain about their anxiety and depression and all this shit, right? But they're like, steady making videos. Like, you got time to make videos, then you got time to do 100 push-ups. You got time to make videos, then you got time to face your shit. You got time to watch some TV with your kids. You got time to play a video game with your kids. You got time to complain about depression. You got time to complain about the world and the state of the world. How about you fix your mental state first before you worry about the state of the world, right? That's something I learned in DMT. Oh, I want to save the world. All of us hippies, we want to change the world. How about you change yourself and then come back to talk about changing the world?